working on the bug again. I know last week I said I was going to, in this video, rebuild the wiper motor, wiper trans. None of those parts showed up. So plan B is to do all the little things I've been putting off for a very long time. What exactly all that is, we need to put the tins in that I painted the last video, clean up a lot of this wiring, reseal the exhaust from the massive exhaust leak, or put a different exhaust on. But I like the exhaust, so I think I'm just going to do the hack way of just putting seal on the those guys there, the gaskets. I have some mud flap brackets I got to finish making up. Oh, I need to run the vent line through the rear pan there and straighten this thing out because that thing is bent. What am I gonna start with? I think I'm gonna start with the exhaust because that seems like the most, well, I have to do the exhaust if I want to put the pan in or the tins in. So that's what we're gonna start with. Get you set up here on the ricketiest of tripods. I should really not be trusting, or shouldn't be putting a $600 camera on a $15 tripod. I should actually invest in a nice tripod, but that'll be another day. Okay, so how am I going to do this? All right, well, I guess we'll just start with the stuff on the bottom because that seems like the biggest pain. I need a creeper. Hopefully there's enough room to just slide it forward. I think there is. I'll probably end up sealing up the valve covers too while I'm at it. I think I have some gaskets for it. Okay. Let's clean up these surfaces real quick. Get this exhaust sealed up. Okay, engine tin. So I have to take the crank pulley off. And hopefully I can clean it up a little bit. Get you closer to the action. There we are. Found some giant wrenches. Wouldn't that be awesome? I have ones that are too big. Inch and an eighth. Too small. Or inch and an eighth. There we go. How am I going to do this? I know there's a way. I'm pretty sure. Well, I have a couple tricks. The problem is, you gotta do this without scratching anything, which can be done. Can be done because I've done it before. Pretty sure it involves something like this. And this. Possibly. Yes. All right, started day 2. I think we're going to be working on those things down there, mud flat brackets. Yesterday, we got a lot of engine work done. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to do, or wanted to get accomplished, but I don't know, this thing was just fighting me the whole time. We got the tins all set in there. As you can see, we had to grind the oil pump a little bit to make room for the rear tin. And then I got it running yesterday and started. However, I don't think I have any footage of it, but this thing started developing a knock, which I'm not too thrilled about. However, that pulley is incredibly bent, so I'm wondering if it's hitting a tin. Because it sounds like it's coming from this side of the engine, and this is the side of the engine it was hit on. I think I have another pulley I'll be putting on. I'm also going to be doing a valve adjust since it's cold, and we'll see if that goes away. But before we do that, we're going to get these things finished and painted, and while they're drying, I will mess with the engine. So I got to cut some bar stock. I'll get you guys set up so you can kind of see where they're going and how I'm going to do it. But let me get my bar stock cut, and then we'll get the welder over here and we'll start on that. Right, we'll let those cool off. I'll bolt them onto the car, and then we'll make the last brace. Well, we need to curve these to match the arc of the fender, and then there's just going to be a brace from here to a fender bolt, and that's all I need to make left. Then we can paint them and put them on the car. Only like 30 more minutes worth of work. Okay. Well, I hope you can see in there. Give you a little bit more light. Maybe. There we go. This bolts here like so. Oh, what did I just do with those bolts? They're there. Well, here they are all done. Just got to paint them black and yeah, they'll be done. All right, those brackets are painted. They're drying right now. I'm going to start on the engine. I'm going to replace this pulley because it's bent. I have this really nice Gene Berg pulley. Doesn't it say Gene Berg? It does say Gene Berg on it right there. Gene Berg. This thing is solid steel. This thing weighs like 15 pounds. So I'm sure it'll be fine. They made it for a reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so heavy. I don't know how old it is or anything. But I'm gonna replace it because I want that bent one there, and maybe that will fix the knocking. But we're also gonna adjust the valves. But we're gonna start with this. All right, time to adjust some valves. New valve cover gaskets too, while I'm at it. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm gonna say I have no spark. Now we get to diagnose this. Let me go get my test light. I have no power. I have no power to my coil. Yeah. Here, we'll zoom you in on that. You let me know if I have spark. Well, it definitely have spark. So is this thing just super loaded up? All right, well, we got a bunch done this weekend. We got all the engine tins all in and set. We got the mud for your mud flap brackets made, painted, wired in all the gauges. Figured out that I need to buy some spark plugs and some carb gaskets, but I knew that I was not going to run that carb well, I'm going to run that carb, but I'm going to clean it first is what I'm getting at. Yeah, a lot of little things I've wanted to get done that's just tedious and time consuming I was able to get done. But anyways, thanks for watching. We hit 100 subs. Thank you guys for that. Continue to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Till next time.
It's a Tyler motoring show.